Hello, everyone. My name is Regina Ansa, but my brand name is Reggie Jones. I am the first daughter of two children. I have one single brother. I attended Odogono Senior High School and completed in 2013, then admitted into the Ghana Institute of Journalism, where I studied communication studies. From GIJ, I auditioned. I mean, when I was in GIJ, I auditioned on Vodafone Icons. I was able to pull through to the top six. I wasn't evicted. I withdrew because I wasn't well. Anyways, then after GIJ, I've been doing business. Okay, so I have a poultry farm. I'm a poultry farmer, and I'm a raisin artist. And now I'm trying to own a clothing line. Yes. So I also recently earned a certificate in business administration and marketing from AB. Is a UK program, but run through a Ghanaian institute, Cox Institute. So that is who I am. I am married. I have a son. His name is Jojo. So I started singing when I was 9 years old. I remember I probably was in class 4 or 5. Then I became more serious when I was in the senior high school. Throughout senior high school, I was privileged to hold leadership positions. I was PRO, I was the chapel prefect. And then, then I think the Vodafone Icons came in. And then I released my first single in 2014. The title is Nassim, produced by Osei the Drama, Groove House. And then fast forward to, I think 5 years ago, I did a cover of Judy Kay's songs Capable God, and then More Than Gold went viral. Yes. And then by the grace of God, I'm currently working on my projects. I have an album coming up. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. But then I have two amazing singles released already. Meadow and then Overcomer is blessing lives. And I can't wait for you to also take a listen to it. I believe it's going to bless you. And I also believe that we are going to do great things together. So yes, it's Reggie Jones. Keep it locked in. Yes. So you can follow me on all social media handles. And then when you follow me and look for me and you find me, DM me and ask me that you want to buy a chicken. I'll provide you with one. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to come across your screens and I hope we connect.
It's another episode of the Spotlight Show, and I'm your host, Daniela, and I have with me Reggie Jones. Reggie, poultry farmer.
Mama.
I like how you said mama. So, I mean, poultry farming.
Yes.
Poultry farming. I was hoping that
Our president says so we are all trying to be obedient citizens of Ghana.
Hey,
yeah.
Anyway, are you cool? Because I mean, you barely see women in farming or poultry farming in this modern age, looking poised and beautiful as you are, to actually be bold enough to say, I am a poultry farmer.
Yes.
But with your introduction, you did speak about it.
Yes.
So how is it going?
It's going very well. I actually started last year with just 200 birds, but it was quite profitable. It was productive. So this year we continue. In fact, we don't give up here. So we are. I mean, this year will be 2 years since I started, and it's going well.
Okay.
By the grace of God.
So does your ministry conflict with?
Not at all. Not at all. So I'm focusing on doing it as a seasonal job. Okay. So I focus on just the festive seasons. So like towards Christmas, and then towards the Easter, right? So yeah. So depending on the breed, it determines how long I'm able to feed them and take care. So if it's broilers, just 3 months. And then if it's like cockless, this year I'm doing cockless, they will take about 6 months. But I have my kid brother helping me with feeding them here and there and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So from your profile, are you into career? Apart from the farming and ministry?
Well, I'm a journalist by profession.
Okay.
Haven't worked with any media house yet. But apart from poultry farming, I'm also a raisin artist. So I use raisin to create arts, like a thinker man.
Wait, what?
Raisin.
Enlighten me.
Raisin is a chemical. So it's a chemical that is like two chemicals. You make the raisin and then the hardener, and then you have a mold. Depending on if I can actually mold this cup. I can mold a thinker man. I can mold a frame. So depending on the artifact I want to mold, I get a mold and then I mix in proportions. I'm a raisin artist.
I'm actually taking aback because
you've never heard of
looking at your
raisin art?
stature and with all the things that you do,
Oh.
girl, you are so damn blessed.
Well.
So tell us about your songs. What actually inspired you to start ministry, and what actually informed you to do this?
When people ask me that, I usually say I was born with it because I discovered my singing talent very early, probably when I was like 9 years. That was the first time I was attending Lighthouse and I was part of the junior choir. The first time I led like in the whole church setting, I was about 9 years old. So the passion has always been there. Yeah, the passion has always been there. And then, but I would say that I became a very staunch Christian when I was in like JHS. I became very ill, and it was a demonic disease because to me, interest is this or this, and it only happens when I went to school. Like when I go to school, I black out and that kind of a thing. My mom had never seen it before, so when my teachers were talking about it, she didn't really. It only happened when I was in school. But then one day at home, she witnessed it, and then she took me to Mary Lucy Hospital. They put me on medication and stuff, but then that was how I ended up in church, like in a real church where I was taking through prayers, deliverance, that kind of a thing. And I was like, no, I want to be in a place where I can also join, because the people there were very young. I mean, very young prophets, young girls, young boys who were under training. I just admired it. I was like, me who told me I won't go back. So I literally ended up staying in the mission house. I left my mom and then I joined them in the mission house. And I would say that is where it all started. Thanks to Reverend Polakwa. He really trained us, and then he made us discover our talents and the giftings that is in us. He also commissioned us to have pick a mentor. Once a mentor, you need to find somebody who you can literally go to, talk to, seek advice from and everything. But at the time, this prophetess was very popular, Juanita Bynum.
Yeah,
there was Juanita Bynum, there was Cindy Trim, there was Paula White. My mentor was Juanita Bynum.
Okay.
Then the other ladies were, so I used to preach like her. I used to watch her a lot. That was how the whole thing started. Yes. So I also, as I was growing up, I realized that singing actually defines me. Singing actually is like my purpose. Because the reason I say that is because every single blessing that I've been able to achieve in life, or any blessing that I've been able to lay hand on, was because of my singing, not necessarily because of my intelligence. When I say my intelligence, my husband will be like, no.
Yeah.
But anybody watching me who has known me knows I was always first in class. I was all through to even GIJ, like straight A's and everything. But nothing have I really gotten that I cherish so much that came from my academic background or because I was intelligent.
Wow.
It was always because I was I was singing somewhere. Someone offered to pay my school fees for 4 years free. Someone I didn't know, just because the person saw me singing. Just because, next month I'm picking a flight because of singing. Every singing brings me everything that I desire in life. So I just feel like God is trying to send me a message.
Yeah.
Sister,
so you find so much fulfillment.
Yes.
I
actually quit my job because I said no. I'm going to go into full-time singing. I was working with MTN. I just quit the job because I'm not. I could feel there was something missing in me. I wasn't satisfied. Yes, so I just quit the job, and then by faith, I had to hold on to the word of God. Say you be this, and focus on that purpose.
Wow.
Yes, I had to do that, and by God's grace, it's never promised to be easy, but if you have the purpose and if you are focused, you see that when you get to the junction, God will just bring the provision and shift you to the next level. So even up until my marriage, it's because of singing. I'm sure my husband married me because I'm singing. Yes, because so many things will become like, baby, I'm singing. He said, it's go and sing. Go and sing. Yeah. So singing is my life.
So Reggie, let me take you back a little bit. You mentioned that you had this childhood condition that actually led you to, quote unquote, to Christ, in terms of you being in the church. So in terms of going through deliverance and mentoring and all that. So as long as at that time, did your condition and your staying in the mission house give you some song that we are probably hearing now?
Well, no.
Okay.
It didn't. But I would say that the songs that I'm writing literally comes from that place. Then I didn't write the songs that I'm releasing now. But when I sit and then I don't intentionally write. That is one thing I need to put out there. I don't pick a paper and a pen and say, I'm coming to write a song.
Okay.
The moment I go into like my quiet time, I begin to pray. Then I can hear everything from the first letter to the last within a day, like within a few minutes. I can get everything.
See, I'm looking at you.
Oh, yes. If I was an instrumentalist or a producer, I would be producing my own. Because when the songs are dropping, I literally hear the sound too. Yes,
Wow.
that's how it comes.
So you mean that with the sound engineers and the producers, after you have done your song, written your song, do you actually tell them how to do the song in terms of the sounds and everything?
My producer that I have, Oshogo.
Okay.
Shout
out to Oshogo.
Oshogo, yeah, he's the best.
Okay.
Oshogo, no, I do not do that. That is why I said if I was a producer, I would produce it the way I hear. But I'm blessed to have Oshogo because anytime I take my songs to Oshogo and then he gives me back what he has, I'm like, wow, this is just it. This is it.
Okay, so it actually matches.
It aligns.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just that. It's just that I'm a blessed girl.
I'm telling you, I can see that. I can see
yeah,
that.
Sure,
Yeah. So you mentioned that you were once into corporate, okay, and then you didn't find so much fulfillment. You didn't find so much in purpose, but you left the corporate world into ministry, into doing something that you are passionate about. Many are other women who are out there that they are in corporate. They know their purpose, but here's a case that the boldness to actually step out to say, I'm going to do this thing that I'm passionate about, they don't have it. What kind of, what sort of encouragement do you have for them?
It's the faith. Like you need to be so much invested in faith and believe that whatever thing that is burning on the inside of you, whatever God is beckoning within you, say. I think the fear is, the reason I'm saying that is because some quote and unquote, we fear that, if I leave this job, how will I feed? How will I pay my bills? I was just about to say that,
sister, you're talking about faith, but let's also talk about some realities here. Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, I can only talk about faith because that is what I did.
Exactly.
I actually left the job, came back home, and I really paid the price for it. But I had to still believe in whatever I was believing in. Saying, Nyame say, obey say, Nyame say, obey will say, and still hold. I got to a sister,
Nico free beans. Don't it's all free beans. All free gobe. Hey, Reggie.
Yes. Nico free gobe at a point. Yeah. You know, you have to go through the process. That is most of the things I feel like, especially people in this generation, are not willing to go through the process. There need to be a mark.
Yeah.
There need to be a mark on you. So that when you're out there and you're preaching, you know what to preach about. When you're speaking to that, you know what you can impact into the person. I went through it. I left the job and I came home with zero, nothing. And I went through it. And my mom, I love my mom. My mom has been my number one support from the beginning. But it got to a point that she was like, sister, go and look for a job. I didn't take you to the university for you to come and sit in this house. And when I was home, and it was, you see, my God, it was in that moment, the moment I left the job, came home and was going through the process, suffering, but decided I'll suffer. That was when all the songs started coming.
Wow.
Yes, because every single day I'll wake up and all I do is pray, 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 pray.
All I to go and eat gobesmo.
Oh, come on.
Shall we go on a commercial break? Reggie Jones, Daniela, your host, the Spotlight Show.
Viewers and listeners, welcome to the Spotlight Show. Do not forget to like
and subscribe.
Like
and subscribe.
The Spotlight Show.
You're welcome back from our commercial break. So, Reggie, what kind of song do you really, really resonate with when it comes to, is it worship? Is it praise? Which one make you feel like this is Reggie?
I am a worshiper. Please. Okay. I am a worship person. I can live on worship for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yes.
For you to really love Jonathan Abani,
oh come on! Yeah. I am a worshiper. I'm more of. I really like to spend time in the presence of God. I really love it when other worshipers are worshiping and I'm just there soaking it all in. Like I like to be in that moment where like I'm having fellowship with God. Yes.
What have you overcome? Hence, leading to that song, Overcomer.
Wow. Okay, so the story behind Overcomer is an amazing one. So, sneak peek. I have an album coming up very soon. An album of 9 songs, all produced and mastered by Oshogo. Yes. But out of the 9 songs, I wrote 8 of them, and then someone wrote 1, which is Overcomer. Okay. Overcomer was written by Niso.
Niso?
Yeah. Okay. I think he was on Mentor one of the seasons, but he's now Niso. So I think about 12 years ago, the person who directed my videos for my album, his name is Stanley Ajite. So Stanley was in Ghana when I was on Vodafone Icons. He was part of the camera crew. After Vodafone Icons, I went to record a song and he decided to sort of like help me because I'm young, and then so he shot my video for me for free. That was the Nassim. So it became that, he wanted to be my manager, that kind of thing. I think he told me so to write a song for me. They had an agreement. I don't know what the agreement was, but then that was when you wrote Overcome about 11 to 12 years ago.
Okay.
But Stanley left Ghana and went to the UK, and I also was facing life. So, baby and everything. Yeah. But then last year ending up to this year, when I was ready to work on my album, I called him and I told him that, hey, do you remember that over a decade ago you gave me a song? I want to record it. And he was like, oh yeah, go ahead. Then I called Niso to remind him. He had even forgotten about it. I called him, I was like, oh, do you remember Onkai? And say your recording and also say Obeti, and then so that is Overcome. And he wrote it, but then in the studio, of course, we added 1 or 2 touches to it. But Niso wrote Overcomer for me.
You seem to be very, very persistent and a resilient person.
Yes, we don't give up here.
Yes, I know, you don't give up. But not to mention your age, but in your span of life, what has been your toughest turbulence?
The whole journey. But yes, but the whole journey, sometimes when I think about it, I feel like God intentionally allowed me to go through that process. And just say, because when I was growing up, from the very beginning, it was luxurious for me. But then, my mom just entered into a phase where she couldn't necessarily afford for us anymore. I have a kid brother, we are just 2, and she's a single mom. But then when I think about it, I genuinely believe that God allowed it for my own sake and for the purpose for which I am here. Because sometimes when I think about like, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't even be writing these kinds of songs. So if you wait until you hear the whole album, like wait until you hear it. Even the 2 that I've released already, you can tell, Oshogo will say, you write as if you are like an experienced writer. Like you write as if you've been recording for a long time. The songs you are writing are not, they are not lightweight. Yes. So it's just by grace. But I believe that the journey has never been easy anywhere. But at every point in time, God came through. Because you see, the secret is that I totally depended on him. I told her from senior high school, that is where I mentioned there was a teacher I was singing. He said, oh, who is that girl preaching and singing over there? Come here, come and see me in my office. And then by the time just give me my receipt, and he continued till I completed the school. Yes. And the moment I completed the school, he resigned from the job.
Then so it's like he was actually placed there
like an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then from there to GIJ, my mom, God financially provided for us. I mean, God has always been there some way, somehow. Even up until me wedding class was so Charlie. It was a massive wedding, but I had this coming in that I'll take care of 500 pieces of this for you. God has always been there. For God.
So mentioning Vodafone, you actually my favorite part. Vodafone what? Icons. Hey, when I saw the video, please. I mean, you need to watch that video. When I saw the video, how you were shaking your waist.
My God.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So tell me, what inspired you to go through that that challenge?
I didn't plan for it at all. I was in my hostel.
It was a contest, right?
Yes, it was a contest, a competition. And then my roommate was like, oh, a friend of mine is going to audition for something, to listen to the song she's singing. So when I listened to I was like, oh, no, let her sing this way. And my roommate was like, oh, no, you should audition. No, I think you have a nice voice. So I just passed through and they picked me. And they took me to their house.
Yeah, but during your introduction, you mentioned that... I think you fell off the...
Yes. So I didn't plan for it, but the moment I was on, I was privileged to have my church like massively supporting me. My pastor, the church, it was a CAC church at the time. My colleagues, family and friends, like everybody. I was always in the top 3 on the judges' call, and also when it came to voting. But I think a week prior to the finals, I fell... and they said my health is more important than the show, so I should go home.
Okay.
So I had to withdraw from the show.
Okay. So I want to say something. With that particular season, were you the only gospel person who sang gospel?
No. So the first live show was what you saw. The first live show was a freestyle. So everybody chose what they wanted to sing. That is where I chose to sing. Okay. Onokwafo Nyame. But then...
Onokwafo Nyame. Mesum wo dada. And how in your wild sing hey. I mean, who did that duku for you?
Aya Kumsi.
Shout out to Aya. In fact, you did her well.
You did me dirty.
Yeah. All right. So, can you say that they could see some level of competence? They could see that you're gonna soar higher, or they saw something bigger in you. That's how come. Because I believe that you had the tenacity to still go through the season.
Yes, I could. And the season had amazing people. Sina Soul is coming. I was in the same season as Sina Soul. I don't know if you know Sina Soul.
Yeah, I know Sina Soul.
Sina Soul, Royal Chris, like Titi. Yeah. Sasquad. It was tight. Everybody was good. But I mean, we were all doing well. We were all doing our best. But of course, shit. And almost my health was more important than the show.
Did you
I was
regret
crying.
It? Yeah, did you regret backing off?
Of course, no, but I wasn't happy. I was almost in the finals. So nobody would be happy that they've been able to sail through this number of weeks of constant training, rehearsals, performance, voting and everything. And then I just have to go home because I wasn't well. And nobody, like, they took our phones from us, so I couldn't communicate with anybody, like my parents. Nobody could come to my defense and be like, oh, I've spoken to my lawyers, you have to go home. And they just packed me and sent me to my house. I was literally crying and saying, oh, I can't sing. They were like, oh, no. I think these kind of competitions is a bit shady. Everybody knows who is going to win already. So
yeah.
But
my mom was like, back and say that indeed it was worth you because it wasn't that platform that made Reggie Jones?
No, it wasn't. But I'm however grateful that I was there. Because even till now, there are certain places that I go to and people like, hey, Reggie of Vodafone Icons. Like people still, there are certain people who still attach the icons, and I kind of like it, you know. And then on Vodafone, that is where I met Stanley. So I can say
Stanley
that
who?
Stanley Ajete, my video director for now, the one who gave me Overcomer.
Okay.
So when I can actually be super spiritual and say that, oh, okay, God actually took me there because of Stanley and because of Overcomer. Because if I hadn't gone there, I wouldn't have met Stanley and he wouldn't have given me the song Overcomer that I have now.
Yeah.
So I can just say it's because of that and be grateful for that.
Who is Reggie Jones becoming now?
Reggie Jones is becoming an international icon. Hello, Clark. Yes, I believe it so much. No hesitation, no rushing, taking it one step at a time, believing it. Strictly believing in what God has promised me. I believe there are amazing ministers and singers out there. Not all of us cannot be everywhere at every time. We can only become what God has ordained us to be, and we can only touch the lives that God has permitted us to touch. And so that is all I see. And God has told me, say, I'll be an international star. So I'm looking at the international space.
On this note, let's go for a commercial break. Our international star will be right back.
Family, this is the Spotlight Show. It's a show that you need to follow. Subscribe to their channel on YouTube. Follow them on all social media platforms, because here we talk about nothing but the truth. I was so excited to be on this show. I mean, the atmosphere, the aura, the people. Oh my goodness. Subscribe and follow. You'll be blessed. Thank you.
The Spotlight Show.
Welcome back from our commercial break, and let's just delve into our game segment. Reggie, so this is a game segment, and then we have 6 cards that talks about the Spotlight Show, our values, okay? So the part that you get in terms of the dice, you sing, or I think it's a Sunday, right? So the voice, the Holy Spirit is still,
Jesus.
yeah, you know, the voice is there. So you're going to sing or say something about faith, purpose, excellence, inspiration, hope, and then integrity. These are the 6 values of the Spotlight Show. Reggie, all the best.
Thank you.
So you can roll the dice. Ah, girl. Okay,
what are you talking?
Are you kidding me? So she's going to talk about integrity, or you're going to sing about integrity?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So how I just talk about it?
Yeah, you just talk about what does integrity mean to you?
Integrity. I believe that without integrity, nobody can really do anything productive. Nobody can really make any impact necessarily, because you need to be a man and a woman of your words. You need integrity in your workplace to be able to sustain your job, get promotion, win the trust of the people you work with. You need integrity at church for your pastor to trust you. You need integrity even as a pastor for your members to trust you. What is integrity? I believe that integrity is just being a man of your words and being able to conduct yourself in a way that is in a better judgment when nobody is around.
Yeah.
When people are around, we are doing eye service and then trying to please everybody. And then when nobody is around, you are doing all the nasty things. So be a person of integrity, both in the presence of people we honor and fear and cherish, and also in their absence. And above all, even to God. Because as for God, whether you are doing it in the open or in a closed place, He sees everywhere. So, trying to please any human being, but we should also consider God first, that God sees everything that we do, and we just have to live right.
Well said. So has your integrity been questioned in any way?
Please, no.
Okay, and then yeah, you were saying so. Sorry for interjecting.
I'm sorry, no. I'm a woman of integrity.
All right, so the music industry. Let's talk about the music industry.
Great.
Do you think the integrity in the music industry, the gospel music industry, is a little bit shaky when it comes to integrity?
I don't know for other people, and I wouldn't want to talk about anything that will make someone feel offended. Nevertheless, I can only judge by myself. I will say that we are people of integrity.
Yeah.
We are doing what we are supposed to do. We are being obedient to God. We are fasting, we are praying, we are reading our word, and then we are also obeying the voice of the Spirit and doing what God has asked us to do. So I believe the gospel industry is on the right path, even though there is always some crackhead somewhere who will try to chip in and then make the thing look, especially, for example, when it comes to the pastoral field, in the prophetic, some of them are making the whole thing look like a diagram. But Charlie, that is a high office. So of course, once ones with the integrity are there, you will definitely get one or two be somewhere that are tainting the name of Jesus and making the whole thing look like a joke. So please, if you say you want to go into gospel, know that our God is not to be joked with. And gospel is God's business. And you need to take it serious and do the right thing.
All right. So when it comes to the music industry, per your experience, okay, have you had any daunting moment or shaky moment that has made you actually question your ministry?
Yes, there's been so many instances. I can talk about social media and upcoming artists, like the upcoming artists that seven on my level, For example, I'm not saying that's a hammy, but it's an observance. And since I released my songs, I've been off for some time because I got married, became pregnant. So I was off social media for almost 2 years. But since I came back, I'm seeing people that are seeing my works, but they won't, they will not appreciate what you're doing.
Just like
And I know they are seeing it. And I know they know me, and they are seeing it because
don't repent, okay? Don't repent.
Yeah. So there's also this thing that I find it as a problem. I form a clique, and so they've made the thing look like if you are not part of this clique, then you are not it. But it's wrong. Right? It's very wrong. I feel like it's not supposed to be so. We are all God's children and we are all doing God's
ministry,
work. It's the ministry of God. At the end of the day, it's God who rewards.
Yeah.
So the fact that I am not staying in your house, it doesn't mean that I'm your enemy. I think that clique thing should be dissolved. It should be dissolved. It should be discouraged and totally.
Let me quote unquote play the devil's advocate. The cliques cannot really be dissolved because each and every person has someone that they actually gel with most.
Yes, you understand? I can agree to that.
But it becomes a little bit biased if you walk up to the person. So, for instance, let's talk about Joe Metal. Okay. Joe Metal, he's let's say he's become quote unquote the godfather of gospel artists when it comes to Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay, or let's say the whole internationally. Okay. So somebody like a music artist like Elvis Bentel is the godfather of godson of Joe Metal. And for some reason, if maybe you do not have that kind of affiliation with Joe Metal, and one of these days you just walk up to Studio Reverb and then like, Uncle Joe, I've heard that you've been mentoring. I'm just citing an example.
Okay.
You mentor Reggie Jones, and of course probably he has heard some of your songs and all that. And I want you to help me some way, or maybe I want you to feature on my album or something. And then he bounces you back. Will you feel like, okay, Joe has actually built a clique?
No.
Or a cycle? Is that what you're talking about?
No, not at all.
Okay, so
I wouldn't go to Joe Metal until I have prayed about it and even gotten the confirmation that he's the one. Because if he's the one and I've prayed about it, if I go, he wouldn't bounce me. Nevertheless, I'm not necessarily talking about him. I'm even focusing on the
It was just an example that I cited.
The upcoming ones. The upcoming ones. The pair, what I have seen and what I've experienced and, come across is the upcoming ones. I feel like there's a clique that is formed that it looks like if you are not part of that clique, not the Godfathers.
Okay, and
because even if I'll go to the Godfather, I also have a father I submit to. That is my pastor. I can talk to my pastor. My pastor can easily get Joe Metal for me, right? I even have my next release is with Elvis Bento. It's a collaboration.
Hallelujah! I am ready.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I am not directly connected to Joe Metal like that, but you see, I have a relationship with Elvis Bento. So it's not, I don't have any, but I'm just saying it in general. I think some people are feeling it. So in general, it's something that I have seen, and I feel like it's unnecessary.
But do you think there's some level of competition?
Oh, yes,
in this industry, even though we call ourselves Christians and we are in the same ministry?
There is, even in church, your own worker groups, there is competition in there. So of course, everybody is trying to stand on this stage, be on that platform, be here. So it's competition. There's competition.
You said something quite profound, that if God has actually told you to walk up to somebody, that this is the person to mentor you or to feature on your album, when you even move straight to the person will just align. The person will just feel it, have that sensation that indeed I need. So do you think that most of the people who are rushing for the gigs, doing all manner of things, have not really heard from God? You're just moving?
Well, I can't also speak for them, but I want to believe that there are people who are moving like that.
Okay.
There are people who are moving without hearing. There are people who, for example, Pastor Isaiah. Because Pastor Isaiah is known, because Pastor Isaiah is the one, everybody wants to get affiliated with Pastor, because Pastor Isaiah is here, but you have to serve too. Pastor Isaiah needs to be that person God has ordained for you. And when you get there too, you should know, say, it's not a place that you're just going to play and then, no, you have to serve. Most people do not want to serve. They just want the platform. But no, you can't have the platform and you cannot be productive in there if you haven't served. So service is very important. One other thing is also is that I believe that we must build connections with all these people out there. But it's very important as a gospel artist to belong to a church. You need to be in a church and you need to submit under a spiritual authority, not just a quote and unquote a popular artist. You need to have a pastor. You need to have a shepherd. You need to go to church. You need to have a place where you go and submit. On Sunday, be in a worker group. Don't behave like you're a superstar and self-important yourself. You need to be in a church. So don't fret. All of us cannot go to Jometo. All of us cannot go to Pastor. All of us cannot go to Dinah. Like, all of us cannot go to them.
Do you know, actually,
so just serve in your church.
You're just about mentioning Dinah Hamilton. Not to catch
I look like it.
The very first time I saw that video, I was like, I think Dinah Hamilton. You guys look a little bit alike.
I think she's my lost auntie, or
you need to go and look for her. And I pray that the path will be aligned to favor you.
Amen.
So you are a mother.
Yes, I do.
You're a pottery farmer.
Please.
You are a career person at the same time too. You are in ministry and then you are a wife. And you are who you are.
I am.
How do you juggle all this together?
It's just by grace. It's just by grace. And I thank God for the kind of man he has blessed with me as a husband. My husband really understands me so much and he supports me so much. Everything that I'm doing now, by the grace of God, if he wasn't part or if he was not behind it, I wouldn't even be doing it. Sometimes when I'm almost at the verge of giving up, he will be the one to say, no, you can do this. You can do this. And our pastor teaches us that as an individual, you always have to have 4 potentials. Like, I wouldn't even want to tag the ministry as part, but you have to have 4 streams of income. So you have to have something that you do that has to do with products, and something that you do that is Unsanu Juma, and then something that you have to do that is your talent, and then an official job. But then along the line, when the other 3 is building up, you can leave the office setting and then focus on yours and build it. So for me, I think that is what God has done for me. So I just I just take it slow,
one day at a time.
Yes, one day at a time. And then my son is also not a cry baby. He's just a good boy. Like, I can leave him and be here the whole day and he will not bother anybody he's left with, you know. Like, God has blessed me like that.
Yeah, you are so blessed and
Yeah,
favored.
so it's just, I just take it. So the poultry farming like this is just a seasonal something. And then the following year, I do it again. Raising that too is not something that we do on a daily basis. It comes in order. So maybe someone is having a funeral, a wedding, engagement. They want key holders or like a frame. It's something that comes in seasonal, occasionally, right? And then the music too, if I have it, I just go to my studio, I record my songs. Mostly when I'm home, I just invest it in prayer or reading or writing, that kind of a thing. So yes, I didn't mention I'm a writer too. I write books.
Oh, nice. So, amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm now starting. I'm writing books for children.
Oh, so, nice. Reggie, your mom did not give up on you. She is a single parent, or let me see, is she still a single parent?
She is
a single parent, and she never gave up on you when your childhood turbulence actually kicked in. So what even I wish she was actually here to speak for herself, but growing up, what did you see in her as a mother that is actually molding you to also be a good mom?
Well, my mom sacrificed her life for us. I have a kid brother, we are two. My mom literally sacrificed everything that she has. And even though at the time she was going through it and then things were difficult, she made sure that when it came to school, we were in the best of schools. Mekai said she has taken us to Kanishi to sell Ntuma, you know, like a Ntuma that she had. Yeah, she took it to Kanishi to sell in front of me. God is my witness, just to go and pay my fees. Wow. She has done so much for, like, the sacrifices that my mom has done for me and my brother is just mind-blowing. And I thank God also for my mom, because then when I also decided that it's music I want to do, my mom would tell me that don't let anything, whatever you want. If I say, Mommy, I want to do this, or she said, whatever you want to do, do it. Oh, don't let anything stop you. If I think this idea too, I want to. She will like, go and do it. Oh, whatever idea comes, whatever thing. My mom just wants me to become whatever thing that I think I can do, and wherever I also decided that, baby, I mean, me do apaho. So that is also one of the things that drive me. So my mom is the best. The first song I recorded ever in my life, she's the person who paid for the studio session and everything.
Whoa.
She gave me the money to go and pay. I remember at that time it was 600 cedis. She gave me the money to go and record the song. So my mom she's that person. She's that person that I just can't wait to give her the world, you know?
Oh, shout out to her. What's her name?
Auntie Aggie, 16, aka 16.
I like that. So I mean, you weren't well when you were a child, and then by the grace of God, you are who you are, and then your mother never gave up on you. But you see, there are mothers who are out there that they are in that season of their children not being well. What words of encouragement do you give to them?
All I can say is that our only solution is in Jesus Christ. It is only God that can save us from every type of misery or hardship that we are going through. So no matter what you are going through, just focus on Jesus. Turn to Him and only ask Him. Even in a situation where you think, apart from illness or anything, if your child is stubborn or anything, because I remember at a point in my teen ages, I was about to be stubborn. And my mom would try to use, hey, and things. But I believe strongly that was not what changed me, or that was not what brought me back to track. It was by prayer and the word of God. So in all things, Jesus is the only solution. Just put your trust in Him and believe Him that He's able to fix anything.
Reggie, so how do you see gospel music in some years to come, looking at all this AI and all these things that is ongoing? I mean, the vulgar, everywhere you go, there's some nudity is selling. I mean, the songs that are being produced, the songs that are being played on air, you could see that they are actually selling something that is not actually good for, let's say, our children.
Consumption.
You understand? So what mandate are you giving to gospel artists out there to change this? Yeah.
Spend time with God. Spend a lot of time with God, because it is not by your talent or the texture of your voice or how you sound. You can sound so nice, but if there is no actual power behind what you are singing, no lives will be actually changed. People will enjoy what you are singing. People will jump to it. People will tune to it, but then no lives will be impacted, because it is the Holy Spirit that brings those life-changing impact or circumstances. So spend more time in prayer. As for AI, this conversation I've been having with my husband every time, and we are always disagreeing. I don't believe in AI. I don't believe in anything that has to do, personally, it's my personal thing. Please don't come for me. I beg you.
Don't come for this. This don't come for me. It reminds me of somebody.
Don't come for me.
So you see, this AI thing, we can go on and on and on, but do you believe that AI has the Holy Spirit?
No, please. You see, no, AI, no. I don't believe in AI. It's not because I don't believe in AI. AI is good, for academic work. You can punch in some questions and it will give you, but you need to refine it, because you can't give AI answers to your lectures. Nevertheless, gospel music is a spirit. Music is a spirit. And so you can't, what is a machine doing spiritual? What is spiritual thing? As a human being, whatever it is that you do before you are able to get a sound from heaven, that AI machine cannot do it. So I do not necessarily give reverence to anything coming from AI, personally.
This is the point of view of Reggie Jones.
This is my point of view. Hello.
Okay. Don't come for her.
Don't come for me.
Okay.
No. I've heard people that I respect and honor say that, if the AI is giving biblical lyrics and Christian lyrics, it's okay. And then because an individual is a person,
who is putting in the prompt.
But you see, from where I am coming from, I don't believe in that. I feel like as an art, you need to download from heaven. You need to be able to receive. So spend time in prayer and don't be lazy and wait on God, and the song will come. That is my personal belief. That is why I believe that you should write. And there's also another trend where right now artists also believe that, if you write your own song, people will not really know you, and we have to do the old songs. Yes, it's good. But then doesn't mean that gospel music is dying. It doesn't only mean that the old songs are the only songs that came from God. No, at the end of the day, all these songs that God has given me, if I'm not able to record them, release them for it to bless somebody, doesn't mean God will judge me at the end of the day. Just because, if I don't record them, just because I think that people will not buy it, or people will not, that. So now I'm looking at myself and I'm looking at pleasing people. But the bottom line is, you are receiving the thing from God, and you just need to obey and do the thing. So I don't subscribe to those things. I don't. Once in a while, we can do like a cover, we can jam on, but if you are receiving, just obey and do the thing.
As an artist, you shouldn't be lazy. Tap into the spirit. Write your own songs and believe that God will let it make a wave. So Reggie Jones, how do we locate? But before that, how many songs, how many albums do you have?
I currently have an album. It's yet to be released. It has 9 songs, by the grace of God, all received and written. But yes, by the grace of God. But then we've released 2 out of the album now, which is Middle and then Overcomer. Yeah, the visuals for Overcomer will be dropped soon, probably in 2 weeks' time. We just want the Middle to have a little airwave. And then after the Overcomer, my next release is with Elvis Bento.
Okay. Hi, Elvis.
Yes, it's with Elvis Bento. And then the album drops.
All right. So where do we find Reggie Jones?
You can find me on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Facebook. My name is Reggie Jones. On Instagram, it's official Reggie Jones. On Facebook, it's Reggie Jones. On TikTok, it's Reggie Jones.
Yeah.
And then you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Official Reggie Jones.
All right. So what are you on Spotify? Because your
Yes,
songs
I
are
am on all DSPs. Reggie Jones is everywhere. Amazon Music, Apple Music, Spotify, AudioMark, everywhere. We are everywhere. Just go and type Reggie Jones Medo or Reggie Jones Overcomer or Reggie Jones, the ones that are yet to be released. You will get it.
All right. On the 9th of February, there was a press release concerning your rebrand. What actually informed that?
Oh, yeah. I got married. So my name originally is Regina Ansa.
Okay.
But my husband is Kelvin Jones.
Yeah, I like how to pronounce the name again.
Kelvin Jones. So I decided to I think I really vibe with the Jones. And I think it's marketable. Like it's marketable. So I just decided to go back.
So that informed the press release and your rebranding.
Because a lot of people knew me to be Regina Ansa. So I just had to let them know, say, please, hello, I'm married. And it's Reggie Jones.
Some of us are still believing trust God, okay? So Reggie, you gave us the social media handles for your ministry. So when it comes to your poultry farm, okay, how do we locate you?
Please, my poultry farm, Akoko Bruni.
Please stop. Oh, Reggie, I'm gonna try why. I'm gonna
Akoko Bruni.
Oh,
me I'm the man.
I don't your white.
Say Debio. Who say you were local birds? You will fear Akoko and then the foreign birds. And then at the time too, but I didn't think about it then, when that the Lumbers issue was going on. But my dear uncle, but me I'm like, no, you go call for some movie Akoko Bruni. This is the same reaction I got when I posted it. People were laughing. Yeah. Akoko Bruni.
Oh my God. Oh my wish. Let's go on the commercial break.
Akoko Bruni.
Yeah, Akoko Bruni. Affordable. Nutritious. Our poultry farm delivers fresh, healthy, and ethically raised chickens for your family nourishment. I think, what do you mean by?
We don't inject them with strange things. We don't feed them with strange things.
That makes sense.
We prioritize your health.
Jokes, it was nice having you on this one. Show. Do not forget.
I'm sorry, why? Sorry for cracking your ribs.
Do not forget to like, subscribe.
Are we rolling?
We are done. Let me close it. Let them go down. All right. Reggie, it was great having you on the Spotlight Show.
I'm so honored.
I believe that the oil on your head will never run dry.
Amen.
And you are filled with a lot of, the word. Understand? And I love your humility.
Thank you.
I love your sense of humor, because you've cracked my ribs.
I know. I'm sorry.
Viewers and listeners, it was Reggie Jones on the Spotlight Show. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Go bless. Bye.
The Spotlight Show.